All right, people, what's up, everyone? And welcome to another reaction video for today. And this time, we got another Dead Space video. Damn, they've been really covering the shit out of Dead Space this month. So, hey, shout outs to IGN. Usually, with these IGN first, I feel like we get like a handful of videos, but this must be like the 6th or 7th one. We're not even done with the month. I'm assuming maybe they're cramming these in before Christmas because they're going to take a Christmas break. Maybe, I don't know. That's my guess. I have no idea. But this is Dead Space: How Isaac's Suit Was Designed. Of course, this is oh no, the actual title is Dead Space: Creating and Recreating Isaac's Suit. We might as well keep watching these. I enjoy looking at this game. I think it's shaping up to be nice. What was that? Anyway, you hear that beat? Let's get to it. 3, 2. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah. All right, his faces look a little bit better every time they show that one shot.
Horror characters, Isaac Clarke stands out. Yes, rather than a regular Joe attempting to outrun zombies, Dead Space's protagonist is a space engineer ready to weather the harshest conditions.
Well, that's clear to no, he isn't everyday. That's what makes him so cool, is that he is an everyday guy. You know. A lot of these games you play like military man or a STARS member or fucking whatever. Cop. You know, he's an engineer. He's not like trained to fight anything, really.
See in his now iconic spacesuit, which has received a grimy upgrade for the upcoming Dead Space remake. To learn more about the suit and its rugged aesthetic,
look how good that looks. God damn.
To both the costume.
That look real. Is that real?
Original designer
and the live action movie I've been hearing about for the last 10 years.
Who revealed all the many details that go into making such a distinct design.
I do want to bring up the fact that John Carpenter said he would love to do a Dead Space movie. Come on. Give it to him. Let him do it. He hasn't made a movie in like 12 years, and his last movie sucked
the
balls.
Original suit was designed
massive
by
balls.
Lau,
and that Amber Turd lady in it.
EA alongside Dead Space creator Glenn Schofield back in the early 2000s. Talking to IGN, Lau said, "To begin with, my suit designs were all over the place, ranging from very slim-fitted to very bulky, some very robotic-looking, a couple even carried a giant sword. They were drastically different from the Dead Space suits we recognize today." As Lau refined his concept, he turned to pop culture to inspire the details, specifically a beloved Japanese mecha anime. One unusual candidate that was the most influential.
I immediately thought he it was gonna be Gundam.
To me, at the beginning stage of designing the suit, was the anime series Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, I guess so, with a lot of scales and stuff, kinda. I can see that.
It was a prominent functional and visible element of the Ava design.
I still have yet to watch
Evangelion, but I've seen
so much of that show just randomly throughout my life. Does anybody remember in the Robin Williams movie, what was it called? Was it 1 Hour Photo? Just randomly, like a kid's like, "It's an action figure from Neon Genesis Evangelion." I was like, "Yo, I know what that is," and I was like a kid, and I still haven't watched it.
It was mostly for visual.
I was like 12 when that movie came out.
However, the idea of having the hood on Isaac's back came soon after from the team, and the spine then went through dramatic changes to implement that hood.
I wish more games would do that. No HUD,
Lara's final design for the suit
on your suit or on your whatever your person. Not many games do it.
Motifs that he traditionally found quite boring.
That's a very anime pose right there. Is that just me?
Exhaust vents that are often used to fill the blank spaces on a design.
I like to show this a lot.
But what if I use this boring repetition as a motif, a visual language of sorts on the suit? How well would that work to fit the theme? It might convey an interesting rugged look, yet something that I wouldn't normally go for. So as I did more sketches, I started implementing this ribbing design on the suit with long, thick horizontal armor strips rather than conventional armor plates.
And honestly, you look at that and you immediately, at least I do, you and me, I immediately think like he's like, he works in some technical, I wouldn't think engineer, but I would think like, if I was on this ship, I would think he's like someone important on the ship, like, to make sure it doesn't fucking break in some way. So I guess ribbings,
so they are less restrictive. The ribbing flows more organically in some sketches than others, but that was pretty much the first step of turning the iconic Dead Space suit into its current form we know. That ribbing design soon became a vital part of not just Isaac's suit, but the entire game. Not only did it work
I wish that collector's edition came with a statue.
Well, on the character level, it could be something that worked on our rooms, our hallways, our vehicles, and even the exterior of the Ishimura. The ribbing motif became a resonating aesthetic for the rest of the game, wherever we could apply it, to create our vision of a somber, gothic architectural environment in space.
You're about to get hit. Okay.
That industrial gothic aesthetic has since
slow
become
down
iconic,
there. What the
and
fuck's
so
wrong
one
with
of
you?
the biggest challenges faced by the Dead Space remake team has been upgrading that look for 2023.
It's looking good.
We had the opportunity to redesign the suit from scratch, and we did. Early on, we did some sketches that explored a quite different version of Isaac. It looked a lot more sci-fi.
That one on the
but
left looks
it
like some
didn't
shit
feel
you'd
right.
see on
It felt
Warframe.
too futuristic.
Fuck outta
It
here.
felt more like Isaac was turning into a robot. I didn't feel like it was right.
Everything in Dead Space, there's a lot of the characters about bones, dismemberment, and basically what's inside that should not be outside. It's the theme of the body horror. And it's a bit the same with the concept of the armor. That's why there are all those little plates that look like ribs, those kind of elements. It's not only to be consistent with the world design, but also to reinforce some themes of the horror in Dead Space.
Just like with everything else in the game, we want to make sure that we are honoring the legacy of Dead Space. We want it to feel
the thing that Callisto Protocol should have fucking had.
Like the original game, but of course with the enhancements that we wanted to add to it.
The final design stays faithful to the ribbed brass diving suit look of the original, but with an increased level of detail. The aim was to sell the suit as a genuine, functional piece of equipment.
So we said, okay, let's get a little bit closer up to the suit itself and think of how it would function. What do we need to do to add those credible details to it? So we just started from the ground up. We said, okay, well, the helmet. Okay, the helmet looks cool. It's very iconic, but let's model the whole thing. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Let's add the padding to make it more comfortable for Isaac. So that's how we would think of it, is in a very credible way.
I hope the real-life helmet that you get in the collector's edition has the fucking padding. Yeah, I bet you won't.
What would you do to it?
Hard fucking plastic inside. You spend $300? Don't worry, hard plastic inside. Enjoy wearing that for fucking 5 minutes at a time before your fucking brain starts to seize up.
That's to rethink a little bit the suits and, okay, what is it made of? That's a universe where resources are strained.
I don't mind
That's why you have to go to space to my gigantic planet.
Dude, I would love a new Dead Space animated movie. Come on. Just one. Just one. Come on. Just one more. That's it.
Nothing's left.
Those original two aren't very good, but I like them either way.
Must be really, really rare. We had to really think about the different material and structure.
I miss when games used to get like animated movies. Bayonetta did. Dante's Inferno did. This did. It gets a lot of EA stuff. Not that Bayonetta is EA, but like this. And this had 2, and then Dante's Inferno had 1. I feel like there was another thing there that EA did animation for. I guess maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I guess not. Halo had 1. Mass Effect had 1. There you go. That's it. That's EA.
The other thing that bothered us a little bit were the
I forgot that EA publishes
the
those
original
games.
version, but we came back to that design as well, and then actually gave them proper boots that have a lot more articulation.
We've added a little light on the heel to signify you when the mag boots are on, but also now you have the thrusters because you can float in 0G. So we had to think, okay, where are those thrusters suit and how do they work?
It does look good.
Help you navigate in 0G. That's went also into the design.
Can't hear the noise. Even though you can't hear it, I can hear it.
The original rig, love the design. It looks so unique and
just
iconic.
farts to
wanted
call
to redeem that. We don't want to mess with it, but when you look at it, it does look kind of flat and simple. Yeah. And what we did is we actually modeled all the individual pieces. And there's so much detail. You can actually zoom into each one of those sections and you see the mechanism that's inside. We also added on the back, you can see the stasis meter and the kinesis as well. So there's a lot of detail there. I think overall it works because it still feels like the same suit from a distance, but when you see it up close, it's a lot more realistic.
The final version of Isaac's suit is representative of the Dead Space remake as a whole. A more detailed, believable version of the thing you've loved for years. At a glance, it's the same, but take a closer look, and you'll find dozens of new elements that help elevate
it's the cover art of the original game.
It into the modern age.
For hand floating in space.
Check out how the development team recreated one of the original game's most chilling scenes, and how the remake fits into the modern survival horror renaissance. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
So good. Alright, cool. Not getting too much new footage from these, but really good. I'm so glad we're getting that this game soon. God damn it. I really like Callisto Protocol. I had problems, sure, but I really liked it. So, but I'm still glad we're getting another Dead Space game soon. And then Resident Evil 4. Fuck, bro. That's too many games. I'm gonna get scared.